Hi children, 10th class, your English first unit is personality development, and in personality development there are 3 topics given. All the 3 topics you have to go through. Before going into that topics, let us talk a little about the personality development. Actually, what is personality development? Many people wrongly thinking that it is something wearing a good dress or good appearance. That is personality development they are thinking. That only secondary. Because if we are having a good appearance, if we wear a good dress, comfortable dress, we will get some confidence. Because confidence is a part of personality development. So people say that he is having good personality. When he is in a good dress, we say that he is in good personality. Right. But personality development is the development of our attitudes, development of our behavior patterns that will lead to success. So, if our behavior is taking us to success, we can say that our personality is developed. Okay, so as a part and parcel of personality development, is needed is that we have to develop our behavior. We have to develop our attitudes. So, the first thing, start thinking positively. You should not be a pessimist. Always be optimist. We should not have any negative energy in that. We should always think that we can do that. If we are thinking in that way, we can certainly do it. So my dear children, you should first start thinking positive. Be self-confident. And the second and the sole part of personality development is having a goal for our life. If you set a goal for the life, you will start dreaming about it. Abdul Kalam sir says, dream, dream, dream. Dream transforms into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. So, before having the success, before achieving the goal, that will come through the dreams. That's why sir said like that. So, first thing, we have to set a goal for our life. Secondly, thirdly, we should always try to appreciate others. We should never criticize. We should never condemn. We should never complain. That's a very important part of our success. We like appreciation. The same way, others also like appreciation. So try to appreciate others. That positive energy is needed. Not criticizing always. If you are having 3 D's in your life, discipline, dedication and determination, if you have the 3 D's, discipline, dedication and determination, nobody can stop you from reaching your success. So these are the 3 things all the great people have. So we should also learn this. We should try to achieve this all. We should have discipline for our life. We have dedication on our work, on your studies. We have a determination. You should feel that you will achieve that. If you are able to think in that way, you are able to achieve that. So my dear children, develop the 3 D's in your life. Never think about failures in your life, because all the failures lead to success. Failure is the stepping stone to success. So don't worry about the failures at all. From all the failures, learn something new. Why you have failed? Learn it. And try to not to repeat the next time that. Improve yourself. So, these all are the part of personality development. So, we should, from these lessons, we should also learn many things. We should try to achieve success in our life. That is why these lessons are included as a part of our curriculum. So we have to learn thoroughly. We will start the first unit. Okay, as a part of this lesson, you can see 3 famous persons: Sudha Chandran, Stephen Hawking and Helen Keller. Okay, these 3 persons achieved success even though they had disabilities in their life. You know that Sudha Chandran. She is the person who got amputated her leg at the age of 16. She was a Bharatanatyam dancer. But while coming back after the dance from Madras, she met with an accident, and in that accident, due to infection, her leg had to be amputated. Even after amputating, she started dancing with her artificial leg. She is a famous film and television artist. Even though she is having the disabilities, she achieved success in her life. You know about Stephen Hawking, the inventor of black hole theory. Famous English cosmologist or physicist. He got paralyzed his body. Motor neuron problem, that's a disease. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, the disease is known as. Body got paralyzed. No voice. Voice synthesizer is needed for talking. He is able to move the muscles on the cheek. Some muscles, with the help of that one, he is synthesizing the voice. The synthesizer analyzes that voice, and we are able to understand him. Even in that disability, not able to move his body, is bounded up to the wheelchair. He is a great inventor of theories. And Helen Keller, blind lady. The first blind lady who took degrees. Political activist. Not only blind, deaf also. When these people could achieve or they got succeeded in their life, my dear children, think about yourself. What disabilities you have? You are having everything. You have loving parents to love you. They provide everything for you. What is a drawback? Why can't you get achievement then? If these people with all these disabilities, when they were able to achieve, why can't we get success in our life? The first lesson of your topic is attitude is altitude. That is a lesson about Nick Vujicic. He is also a person born without arms and legs. No arms, no legs. Such a person, today he is world famous. He is a motivational speaker. He is a golf player. He is a football player. He is a surfing sports person. When these all people can achieve, why can't we achieve? Think about yourself. The problem is attitude. We have to develop our attitude. We should also come forward with the dedication to our studies. Little bit of dedication and having the discipline and the determination to achieve your goal. Certainly you will achieve it. So with that spirit, let us start our lesson. Okay, before going to the lesson, let us know some of the important words or new words from this chapter. The first word is torso. Torso means the main part of the body, not including head and limbs. And evangelical means who believes teaching of Bible is extremely important. Virgin, one who never spent married life before getting married. Modest, shy or and tucked means kept. Sixth word is distraught, means very worried, and bullied means humiliated. Pull through, survive a dangerous situation, and adversity, that's a difficult situation. Convictions, firm beliefs. Freak out, extremely surprised or upset. Okay, attitude is altitude. That is the first part of this unit 1. Attitude is altitude. Okay. If you are having a settled way of thinking, is a developed thinking, you can achieve anything in your life. So the first thing to achieve success is the thinking. We should have the goal. We should have the interest to achieve that. That will take us to great heights. That only we are learning through this. Attitude is altitude. Just think about a person who is having no legs, no arms. When we get up in the morning, we stretch ourselves. For stretching, no arms. While walking, children's hobby is kicking the pebbles. No legs for that. No hands for wrapping around the loved ones. How can he live? What he will do without limbs? If anyone else, instead of Nick Vujicic, would think that he could not do anything in his life would be an utter failure. But Nick, today he is world famous. He is a motivational speaker. He's an evangelist, Christian evangelist. He says about Christianity, and the discipline of Christianity is spread throughout the world. He is a famous golf player. He plays surfs. Also football. When such a disabled person got achieved in the life, why can't we just think about our life, children? Okay, after reading this lesson, change should come in you. You should also dedicate your life in studies. You should dedicate yourself for achieving your goal, your curriculum. Okay, attitude is altitude. Let us see the first paragraph. Imagine having no arms to stretch in the morning, to help you scratch that itch, to allow you to wrap your arms around your loved ones. When we get up from the bed, we stretch ourselves and we come out of the bed. So imagine a person who is not having the arms. How can he stretch and how can he get out of the bed? So that is Nick Vujicic. And imagine you are getting itching on your body. If you are not having arms, how can you itch? It's a horrible condition. That is Nick Vujicic. So, imagine having no legs to kick pebbles down the street. It's a hobby of children. While walking, they will kick the pebbles. And Nick, he does not have legs. Then how can he kick the pebbles? How can he walk and run? Or to bicycle or skateboard? Or to get a place A from B, A to a point B? And then imagine both at once. Both at once. Both means what here? Both at once. Means what is both meant here? Having no legs and no arms. Both means here having no legs and no arms. That's the situation of Nick. Which is what Nick Vujicic has faced his whole life. Have you heard something like this before? You might not have heard. Even though you might have seen a person having no legs and no arms, you might have seen him as a beggar. So, a person having these disabilities, how could he become world famous? He believed that he could do, so he was able to do. All of you, my dear children, if you believe that you can do, you can achieve something in you, you can certainly do that. That only this lesson will teach us. The life history of Vujicic will teach us. Vujicic, he was born out of having no limbs and no arms. That's a disease known as phocomelia. And he is a world famous football player, golf player. He plays surfing, that is a water sports, surfing. He is a motivational speaker. He travels from country to country for inspiring the people of the world, to say them that when he is able to do, everyone can do something in their life. They can achieve their goal. To fill everyone with confidence, he is moving from country to country. So, Vujicic, second paragraph. Vujicic was born with no arms or legs, but he does not let the details stop him. What are the details mentioned here? Details did not stop him. What do you mean by details here? What are the details talking about? These are the details. Having no legs and no arms. That details did not stop him. That means that details did not stop him to achieve his goal. The brave 26-year-old, now he is not 26 years old, he is 37 years old because he is born on 4th December 1982. When the book was printed, he was 26 years old, that is why it is 26 year here. But he is of 37 years old now. Okay, so mainly a torso, means the body part. If we keep away the head and the legs and the arms, remaining total part is known as torso. So he is mainly torso because he is not having arms and legs now. So, plays football, golf, swims and surfs despite having no limbs. Even though he is not having limbs, he can do all this. Even he can swim. He can play all the games. How can he do it? From this moment you think, I have everything. What am I useful for? What can I do? I should also change. I should achieve something in my life. I should change my attitude. Start thinking from today. Okay. Third paragraph. Nick has a small foot on his left hip, which helps him balance and enables him to kick. What helped him to balance and kick? What helps him to kick? These all questions are important. The comprehension set will ask, what helped him or what helps him to balance his body? What is? Or enables him to kick? That is a small foot. There's a small foot on his left hip. That with that he is able to do all this. So he uses his one foot to type. My God. Write with a pen and pick things up between his toes. He can type. He is able to write. He can pick up the things with the help of this small fruit. So, I call it my chicken drumstick. Nick George, who was born in Melbourne, Australia, but now lives in Los Angeles. I would be lost without it. I call it my chicken drumstick. Okay, who is I in the passage? Nick. It is Nick Vujicic. Okay, and I call it my chicken drumstick. What is it? What is it mentioned here? Small foot on his left hip. What does he call it? He call it as chicken drumstick. Chicken drumstick. What does he call it? He call it as chicken drumstick. Where he was born? He was born in Melbourne, in Australia. Where is he living now? He is living in Los Angeles. Okay. So he is an Australian evangelical Christian. He goes from country to country to preach, to say about God. He teaches Bible. He feels that teaching Bible is important in his life. And he is also a motivational speaker. Due to his faith as evangelical Christian, Nick has chosen to remain a virgin until marriage, although he has had long-term girlfriends in the past. He is living in America, but he lived as a virgin, means he did not enjoy the married life before his marriage. He had many girlfriends. He behaved very decently to them. He is very modest, but he gets marriage proposals from women all the time, said Nick's friend and publicist Steve Apple from Los Angeles. He is very modest. He is very shy person, very humble person. But many people engage him, call him for marriage. Marriage proposals are coming for him. This is not the words of him. These are the words of Steve Apple before his marriage. Now Nick already got married. Hene Mayara, and he is having 4 children. So, to say Nick was that much good. So, character is very important in our life to achieve our goal. Not only hard work. Character is also very important. So, Nick, he was a person with discipline. He had discipline in his life. He had dedication to his aim and determination for achieving that. That is why he became world famous. So here, he would love to get married and start a family, but he is waiting for the right girl to come along. he wanted to get married, but he's waiting for a right girl to come. So see here some short forms are using in the lesson. His means he is, and before paragraph also somewhere it came I would, means I would. These are short forms. We cannot complete the total lesson in one video. Let us have one more video for this lesson. Thank you for watching.